Hello, and welcome back to Dad and Daughter Podcast. I'm Dad. How y'all doing today? A little follow up to the 15 kids that beat up that white kid, all because the white kid caught them stealing. Pussy ass reason to beat someone to death. But that's the black community. So, this title right here, 8 of the 15, because even from the video I didn't see all of them participating. But this one says 8 Las Vegas high schoolers face murder charges in their classmate's death. Here's what we know. And I think it's in this article. It may have been somewhere else I've caught. But they've said something about being 10 assailants. So, there's a little grave there and everything. Well, grave markers. 8 Las Vegas high school students between the ages of 13 and 17 years old were arrested on murder charges in the beating death of a schoolmate that was captured on cell phone video and widely shared across social media. Why people do that, I don't know. Is it to gain attention? Is it to gain attention? You're not getting enough attention at home? Is your poor little baby ass not getting enough attention at home? I don't feel sorry for you. Jonathan Lewis Jr., the student, 17, was hospitalized with severe head trauma and other injuries after the November 1st attack and died a week later, according to police. The fight appeared to be over a pair of headphones and a vape pen, police said. The students had agreed to walk to an alleyway around the corner from campus to fight after classes ended for the day at Rancho High School in eastern Las Vegas. Here's what to know about the case. First off, blacks like the number game when it's in their favor. When it's 10 on 1, 15 on 1. If it's 15 blacks on one white kid, they love it. But if it's 10 or 15 white kids on one black, automatic racist. You blacks know what the fuck I'm talking about. Don't even sit there and tell me you don't. The white kids should spend the rest of their life in jail, huh? Well, so can these black asses. And anyone who defends these kids, I'm sorry. You're just as black as they are. Authorities arrested the 8 students Tuesday on suspicion of murder, but they believe at least 10 students took part in the beating. Police on Wednesday released images of 2 students taken from cell phone video of the fight and asked for the public's help to identifying them. Homicide Lieutenant Jason Johansson said the 2 will also face murder charges. Yep, have fun finding them. A police spokesperson said Thursday morning that there were no updates on additional arrest. In Nevada, now listen to this. In Nevada, a teenager accused of murder can be charged as an adult if they were 13 or older at the time of the alleged crime. By law, teenagers 16 or older accused in a killing are automatically transferred to the adult court system. That's why a family court judge, on Wednesday transferred the cases of 4 of the 8 students who were all 16 or 17. None of the students who were arrested have been formally charged, and the Associated Press is not naming them. Oh, but if I did somehow get their names, oh yeah, I'd be blasting their ass right here. So let's see. Hearings known as certification. I have so much problems with that word. Proceedings will be held at later dates to determine if the students under 16 will be charged as adults. They fucking better. They fucking better. All of them. David, I'm not attempting his last name. Speaking of murder here, I mean, I'll probably murder his last name, I don't know how many times over. But David, history and law professor at the University of Nevada, Las Vegas, said this case highlights the more importance of having a process in place for handling homicide cases involving young defendants. Yeah, mandatory 70 years, I guess. The hearing is in adversarial setting, he said. I don't know that word. The juvenile will have an attorney who will make the argument that this kid is amendable to reform and that they belong in the juvenile justice system. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Excuse me. David, whose research includes juvenile justice, said the case of the 13-year-old student is the least likely to be transferred to the adult court system by a judge. It better. At that age, he said, the decision-making part of the brain, which is responsible for controlling impulses, thinking about consequences, and solving problems, is still developing. Well, apparently I think it's fully developed at that moment in time, huh? Really? Imagine that you're in a car that has really good acceleration, but it has terrible brakes, he said. That's a way to think about adolescence. No, the best way to think about adolescents is they're a bunch of assholes. That's the way to look at it. The fight broke out after school let out that day. Police said they believe a pair of wireless headphones and vape pen had been stolen from the victim's friend earlier in the week, which resulted in the students agreeing to meet in the alleyway to fight. Detectives think the victim wasn't originally supposed to be involved in the brawl, but he walked to the alleyway with his friend after school, Johansson said. The victim's father, John Sr., on a fundraising page created to help with funeral and medical costs, that his son was attacked while standing up for his friend. Well, yeah. The video of the fight shows the victim taking off his shirt and preparing for the fight. And then the 10 students immediately swarmed him, pulled him to the ground, began kicking, punching, stomping on him, Johansson said. He called the video very void in humanity. How long did it take you to figure that one out? And said the victim was not defending himself as he was being attacked. After the brawl, a person in the area found the victim badly beaten and unconscious and carried him back to the campus where school staff called 911, Johansson said. Homicide detectives were called on the day of the attack to lead the investigation due to the severity of the victim's injuries, he said. Rancho High School's principal, Darlene Delgado, said in a letter to parents this week that support and resources were available for students and staff members as the beating death has and will continue to impact our school community. 2 weeks after the brawl, a small memorial of flowers and candles still sat against a fence in the alleyway where Lewis was attacked. On Wednesday, there was a visible police presence at the school and around the campus, and classes ended for the day with marked school district police vehicles and uniformed officers patrolling the area. Well, if it has to come to that because you got a bunch of nigs running around thinking they could do what they want, thinking they can get away with it, because it's racist for the police to come after us. Sorry about that. But thinking this race is automatically racist for the police to come after them because against black people law, police can't come after them because then then they can't do what they want and get away with it. So, yeah, any black person that thinks like that, you can just go straight to hell. How about that? I'll show you my license to fly that bird, but it's holding the phone right now. The Clark County School District is the 5th largest in the nation with about 300,000 students. Has its own police department that has nearly 200 officers. The school district? Wow. I know some other school districts that can use their own police department. Kalamazoo. The district's police chief, Mike Blackeye, said his agency has been partnering with police in Las Vegas and neighboring North Las Vegas to provide increased police coverage at the school in the morning, lunchtime, and after school, which is when he said fights typically break out. It had to take someone dying for you guys to do this shit? Are you serious? Holy hell. Just like there's in every town, a particular intersection, no stoplight, no nothing, stop signs or whatever, but there's that one intersection in every town or a little section of road in every town that every 2 or 3 days there's a fender bender or a car accident or every so often someone gets in a car accident and dies. And it happens numerous times before a stoplight gets put in or the section of road has something done to it to accommodate better. You know what I mean? Every town has it. Blackeye said there are 2 resource officers assigned to the Rancho High School, both of whom were on duty that day. He said they didn't hear about the prearranged fight before it happened. But yet, going into the alleyway, I suppose it depends on how far the alleyway was from the school. They couldn't hear all the cheering, all the black kids cheering for the black kid, beating the white kid up, I suppose they couldn't hear all that. I don't know. At a news conference Tuesday, he said fights have broken out in the same alleyway before, but he stopped short of calling it a problem area, pointing out that fights have happened all around that school, in parks and in neighborhoods. because people are teaching their kids that they can do anything they want and they're not going to get punished for it. When is that shit gonna stop? Wow. These kids better be tried as an adult. That 13-year-old better be transferred to the adult court system. They all better get jail time. Okay? And they all better be buried under the fucking jail. And I know the parents are, he's a good boy. Bullshit. If he's such a damn good boy, he wouldn't be doing this crap. He wouldn't be fucking stealing. But, like I said in comments of other videos, and I'll say it here, and if you don't like it, tough. I'm going to say it anyway. Just blacks doing what they do best. You don't like it? Check yourself in the parking lot. Bye-bye, pansy. Anyway, yeah, I hope they get buried under the jail. They deserve it. So, yeah, my occasional outburst. Yeah. Sorry, but not sorry at the same time, but that's just my opinion. So, yeah, I hope they get jail time for a very long time. And I hope they get buried under the jail. So, anyways, I'm going to end it here, folks. You take care of yourselves. I'll see you in the next video. I'm out. Peace.